Okay, I just did a pull-offs video where I showed you an exercise for practicing these pull-offs. And I'm going to show you a very similar exercise, but for hammer-ons. So the hammer-on is kind of the opposite of the pull-off. With the pull-off, you play a fret and then pull that finger away to get a second pitch. It can be fretted, the pull-off, from 4 to 2, for example, or 7 to 5 on any string, 5 to 3, or you can pull off to the open string. Okay, but a hammer-on is where you start with a note and then throw your finger onto the string to create a new note. Again, that can come from an open string to a fretted note, or a lower fret to a higher. Okay, so the pull-off would be from a higher fret to a lower fret, generally, and then the hammer-on from a lower fret to a higher fret. You can just do things where you're hammering on without playing the strings at all. But generally, I'm looking at hammering on a finger from a lower fret or from the open string. And you've really got to make sure you're planting that left hand accurately to get a nice clean note at the end of the fret. You don't want any buzzing or any muted sounds. So the exercise I'm going to do is very similar to the pull-off exercise I did in my last video. The pull-off one sounded like this. Okay, this one's going to be almost identical, but using hammer-ons, and I'm actually going to use the B string. So my right hand is playing the E and the B, the same as it was in the previous exercise, but now it will sound like this. Okay, so to do that, I'm playing the open E, then I'm playing the open B, and then I'm hammering, using my third finger, onto fret 9 of the B. And then the same thing again, open E, open B, and this time hammer onto fret 7. So E, B, 9, E, B, 7. And those frets are all on the B string. Okay, E, B, 9, E, B, 7, E, B, 9, E, B, 7, E, B, 9, E, B, 10, E, B, 9, E, B, 7, E, B, 5. You can finish it up by doubling the E. And you can change fingers. You can use your little finger on fret 10 to try and strengthen that finger, or you can slide the third finger up. Okay, and it's really about getting your hands working together, okay? That coordination to make sure that plucking and the hammering on are really happening at the right times. Okay, that's a kind of triplet rhythm. 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, very similar to so try that with the pull-offs. Try and get those fingers really snapping onto the strings. Try and get your hands really coordinating with each other. And like I said, that planting so that the note comes out really cleanly. Planting is all about getting your finger to hit or fret in exactly the right place. Fingertip at the end of the fret, not touching the fret bar, so those notes come out cleanly. And for an extra kind of hardness or difficulty level, you want to make sure that when you're hammering on, the E string is not getting chopped off, okay? You're still able to hear that E string, and the finger that's fretting is not muting that or covering it.